Are you curious what the cost of living really is in South Florida? It's not the cheapest place to live, but it's not the most expensive either. Florida was ranked the 29th most affordable state in the US regarding the cost of living. And in this video, we're going to talk about what the housing costs are, utility costs, and everything you really need to know. So keep watching because we're getting into it right now. Welcome to Living in South Florida. My name is Alan Brodeur, and on this channel, we talk about what it's really like to live, eat, breathe, and play in South Florida. Today, we're talking about the cost of living, and we consider the average prices in Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Miami-Dade County. So, can you afford South Florida? Make sure you watch all the way to the end to find out. Also, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps the videos reach more people. And also hit subscribe and click the little bell so you can stay up to date on all the videos we're putting out. So the cost of living varies a lot in South Florida, from the super high-end expensive to the very reasonably priced. The area that you choose to live in is really going to play a huge part on how much it costs you to live. Because South Florida is a popular destination for celebrities, retirees, and families chasing warmth and sunshine, housing is in extremely high demand. Although the price of groceries, utilities, and general expenses are pretty comparable to the United States average, Florida is more expensive in the cost of housing. The average home in Palm Beach County costs just about $500,000. In contrast, the median price for a U.S. home is about $250,000. However, keep in mind that these prices may vary depending on which county you decide to live in. How much should you earn to comfortably live in South Florida? Of course, the exact answer to that question depends on a few different factors, like the type of lifestyle you have, whether you're single, married, or have kids, which part of South Florida you want to live in, and a bunch of other things. Are you renting? Are you buying? What type of job do you have? All these factors play a role in your individual cost of living. The South Florida Cost of Living Index is about 20% higher than the national average. Most things in South Florida are reasonably affordable. For instance, your utility bill are about 2% cheaper than the national median, and healthcare is right on par with the rest of the country. But other things cost more in South Florida. Grocery prices have slowly been climbing lately and are about 6% more expensive than the national average. Public transportation is also more expensive than the rest of the U.S. An Uber costs about $1.05 per mile, while the national average is about 90 cents per mile. South Florida is steadily getting slightly more expensive each year, roughly by about 0.75%. Knowing the expenses of goods and services you'll be paying for on a daily can help you consider whether the cost of living in South Florida is affordable for you. That's why I made a general price list of the goods and services you'll likely be paying for on a daily basis. Here you go. So you got steak, $9.89 a pound. You got milk. Regular milk is about $5 a gallon. Eggs, a dozen eggs is about $1.46. 5-pound bag of potatoes, you got $3.88. Loaf of bread's $3.36. A 6-pack of Heine is $9.65. Average cell phone bill is typically $183. Average cost of gas is always going up, but right now it's $2.29 a gallon. Average cost of utilities, generally $170 per month. A burger costs, $4.55 McDonald's. Pizza's generally about $10. Movie tickets about $12. So what about the housing? The housing costs in South Florida are roughly 10% higher than the national average. Right now, the housing market is considered to be highly competitive, with demand outdoing supply by a long shot, making it the definition of a seller's market. Homes are typically on the market for 3 to 4 weeks, and they usually get about 99% of the list price. The price appreciation has been really good lately and rising up to more than 20% in some areas. Since it's a place where many people vacation and rent out homes, the home ownership rate in South Florida is about half of the population. The average rent in South Florida is about $2,100 per month for 2-bedroom. The rent trends are going up slightly by just 3% each year, and the affordability level of rentals keep going down. So what about the average salary and household income you need? The average salary in South Florida is $61,000, with the average hourly wage being around $17. Some of the most popular South Florida jobs are project managers, office managers, paralegals, nurses, medical assistants. Medical assistants can make on average about $15 an hour, while a project manager will earn around $72,000 a year. Since South Florida is slightly more expensive than other cities, it's imperative to know just how much you'd be making in your career. Overall, the median household income in South Florida is just about 50 grand, and almost a fifth of the population live in poverty, which is pretty high. Another crucial factor we must cover is income, sales, and property taxes in South Florida. Between income, sales, and property taxes, you have to pay a portion of your salary to the government each year. However, some are still not aware that income tax rate in Florida is 0. You won't have to pay anything for your income tax while residing here. The sales tax rate in South Florida is 7%. It includes 6% for the Florida state sales tax and the 1% for the county property taxes for the counties. Property taxes are highly favorable down here, especially if you're from states like New York or California. When you purchase a property down here, and if you homestead your taxes, you can expect to pay an average about 2% on your property. So, what do you think? Can you afford South Florida living? Is South Florida the right place for you? Before you make your final decision, remember that you'll be living in paradise. And with so much beauty and nature around, it's well worth the extra cost. But I want to know what you think. Make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Do you still have some questions about the cost of living in South Florida? Don't hesitate to ask. All of my info is in the description linked below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos we're putting out. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end, guys. I'm Alan Brodeur with Team 22 Realty, and I hope you have another day in paradise.